Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. We are in a big game scene today. Not only do we have this FA Cup replay against Burnley, we also are only 4 points clear now at the top of the league. And that reason is because we could not get the 3 points over Cardiff, unfortunately. They were a strong team, to be fair to them, and we only escaped to the 1-1 draw. As you can see here, the calendar is not very fair to us either, because we've got Burnley in this FA Cup replay at home at the Viper Inn, and once again we travel away to take on Burnley at Turf Moor. And if you don't know, we took on Burnley in the first, this is a round of 64 match. We drew the first match, and this is why it's a replay, obviously, and that was away at Turf Moor. So we got to go back to Turf Moor within 2 weeks of each other. We got to play Burnley 3 times in 2 weeks, and they're a good team, so that's an issue. Not to mention, a lot of my squad are quite tired, and some of them need a break. But we're going to try and throw on the best of the best here. Obviously, we need the best of the best for the league game as well, but hopefully their players will be tired when we play them too. So that's what I'm betting on. We're going to go with this squad, except we're not going to have tomorrow. We're going to have Hennessy. But that's going to be the squad we roll with, and we're going to see what happens with that. We'll have Banks on the bench just to give him a little breather, and yeah, I think that suits us. I think that suits me anyway, personally. Carbonero is like a stamina machine. I don't know his exact stamina points, but he always seems to have fitness whenever I need him to. He played the last game, the full 90 minutes, and he's back at full fitness. What is his stamina? Must it be something low? Oh, no, 94. Look at his sprint speed, 99. Acceleration, 90. Agility, 95. His stamina is 94. No wonder he's never tired. I love it. You love it. You love to see that. Anyway, before we go into this game, we've got Hero Rossi saves the day against Cardiff. Rossi's heroics in goal helped Bradford City hold Cardiff City to a draw. It couldn't be more accurate. This better be Theo Johnson. Hey, what? Manager of the Year. Piemonte Calcio's manager has been named the Manager of the Year for leading Piemonte Calcio to a strong campaign. I'm assuming that if that's still Mauricio Sarri, then congratulations to him. I don't know who it will be at this point. We don't have any star players in there because we played like ass. UEFA Team of the Year 2022 announced. De Bruyne, there's 3 other Man City players there. But we'll see. We'll see who's in the team. Technically, it's 4 Man City players, but of course, De Bruyne moved to Real Madrid. So we've got Ederson in goal, Cancelo, Laporte, Sula, and Kimmich in defence. De Bruyne, Fabian, Conte, and Casemiro. And then up front, we've got Silva and Sterling. So how many Man City players are in there? Just so I can count them. 5. 5 Man City players are in the Team of the Year for 2022, and we held them to a 0-0 draw. Something's not adding up here, but anyway. That's the other leg of Man City's, or the Carabao Cup semi-final against Man City, I should say, is another worry for another day, that day being Monday. But today we are focusing on trying to get to the round of 32 of the FA Cup by getting a bit of revenge here against Burnley. They drew 1-1 against us in the first leg. We had to fight for it, and it was very, very, very... It couldn't have been more last minute. It was an extremely last-minute goal from Erling Braut Haaland, who kept us in this competition. So hopefully Haaland fires us through to the next round. That's what I'm hoping for. In real life, though, I just want to get through. I don't care who scores them. So we've got Rossi in goal, Kakachi and Sterling as the full-backs, Kakachi, of course, the captain, Hennessy and Tadibo as centre-backs, O'Leary, Van Dam and Greenwood in 3 midfield. We've got Carbonero on the left, Ploshik on the right, Haaland in the middle, and hopefully we go through to around the 32 like our board want us to in the objectives. Also, I should have mentioned, I was thinking of signing another signing on a pre-contract, Giovanni Lo Celso, and I'm still not sure whether to sign him yet. We've still got to the end of the season to decide on that one, but I don't know if I want to yet. So if you guys want to like comment or anything, give your suggestions on who I should try and sign on a pre-contract or who I should try and sign just in general, then I'll be much appreciated. Anyway, we're going to go into this foggy day at Bradford. Obviously, snow has passed from 3 days ago or 4 days ago, whatever, how many days it was ago. Against Cardiff, anyway, there was snow. Snow seems to have gone. We're now in some fog. And we're against the second best team in the Championship. Of course, the first one being us, as we are top of the league. Still, somehow. But look at that squad of players we have built. Mendy still on top form, of course, doesn't show his name because career mode for some reason is not showing names. But yep, Mendy is still in top form.
Well, I look forward to winning balls. He shouldn't because of that strength that he's got. He's also got a strong mind as well. With a strong
Sean Dyche would love to see his team progress here, not only to the round of 16 of the FA Cup, but progress in the Championship and go to the top, or at least get promoted back to the Premier League. We'll see what happens along with that over the next few, well, it'll probably be a month in real life. Actually, now I think about it, by next month, the season will most likely be over. That looks a bit like Ashley Young. I know it's not, but it looks a bit like him.
This is how it looks for the home side.
Oh, there's our squad. Yep.
Yeah, one central striker,
very interesting. Oh, look at that. It's good to announce the squad that we have beforehand. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. I mean, you probably would know. At this point, if you've been watching this long, you'll recognise by the shirt numbers who's who. There's Burnley squad. This game's so fucking broken, dude. I know 17 is Mendy. I know number 1 is fucking Nick Pope. 6 is me, as in Ben me, not me as in myself.
Yeah, I think so, Derek. It makes it really difficult for the
we'll work out the rest as we go along.
Unless their touch is absolutely perfect.
But anyway, we're going to kick off here at Valley Parade.
We'll be seeing plenty of that from them today.
Get the Cardiff draw out of our minds. Get the Burnley game in 3 days out of our heads. It's today we're focusing on. And we also have to remember that they'll just be as tired as us when it comes to the league game. So,
Greenwood.
Not the end of the world. Greenwood. Haaland. Out to Vlošek. Oh, tried to get it in. Van Dam, can he header that? Can he control it at least? No. Kamano for Burnley now. On to Borja Valley. I'm not going to look at their names the whole time because I need to look at the ball. Is Hennessy coming across there? It's worked out at the end of the day. It's like the cleanest of tackles, but it does the job. Greenwood.
And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here.
Ball over to Haaland. Bit of a messy finish in the end, but we get the early goal here in the FA Cup. Round of 64 replay, and it's exactly what we needed. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Wasn't as clean cut as I wanted it to be. I just wanted it to be a little ball in from Greenwood and a straight head in by Haaland. But it was a bit of a scrap. In the end, though, the Norwegian puts it away. It's saved by Pope off the defender, straight back into the path of Haaland. And at the end of the day, you don't miss those when you've been scoring as much as this man has. So 1-0 up here to the Bantams. Impressive stuff.
So the match is restarted.
Haaland now, goal scorer once again. And he's now put Bradford City 1-0 up here in the replay, and now we just need to hold on, or at least get a good enough lead that they can't catch up, although that man is offside. Nothing to worry about there.
Well, a silly mistake there, really silly.
Quite a bit offside, to be honest. It's not really like it's close. Usually the AI offsides are close, but that one is not. Thomas Hennessy down to Jan Claire Tadibo. Greenwood, please keep the ball at least. Thank you, Sterling. Sterling job there. Vlošek, even with my pun, I still managed to keep the ball there, and Vlošek could go all the way here. Oh, it's stopped by Pope. Bit more power on that, perhaps. Could have made it 2-0. Hennessy. Greenwood.
A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it.
Yellow. For a brief second, I thought I was going down to 10 men.
Well, it'll have a big effect,
I did time it. I tried to time it at least anyway, and it's not worked out.
They now know he's walking a tightrope.
Yellow card for Greenwood early in this match. That's not good. If Greenwood does a mistake again, then it's a red for him and he's off the team. And he's out of the round of 32. Should we get through?
And that was a
Sterling.
very fine read.
Hlošek. Okay, I'm not the best player there, but it's worked. It's on the trick. Van Dam back to Hlošek.
Plenty of scope to be creative. Can he finish this? Oh, he did superbly well.
Corner,
there,
but are we really shouting for a penalty there? Like, that's a bit. It's a bit stupid. Sometimes the fans are silly in the way that they fucking call for penalties when it's a fully clean tackle. It's kind of funny though, I guess. Corner for Hlošek anyway. Or for Bradford, which Hlošek is going to take, I should say. Van Dam, can he header that? He can. It's going to come to Donald O'Leary. He's not got a lot of room to work anything, and it shows. I mean, look, I passed the wrong player there, but neither here nor there. To us at the end of the day. Todibo outstrengths Kamano to win a. How do I not? Okay, cool. Kamano wins it back.
Can they get in behind
obviously. It's going to go off the pitch.
Hence a goal kick. And I think many of us have been wondering where this
Julian Draxler has gone to Everton from
Julian
PSG.
has completed his move to Everton League.
Well, the fee is around £50 million, Derek. That's what I would pay for him. I think he's a really
Rossi,
good player. I think he'll add
O'Leary.
real value to the club.
Hope at some point I get millions to fucking buy whoever I want with. See him anyway. Hlošek. Oh, tried it again. I love. I'm starting to love cutting with Hlošek, but it's not always going to work. I have to sometimes not be greedy. Hlošek though picks up the ball off to Greenwood. O'Leary. Haaland. One more to Greenwood. Oh, it's a very good save from Pope. Maybe I shouldn't take it. I don't know if I should have taken a touch or just gone straight for the shot. But either way, it's not 2-0 just yet, and it might not be at all. We'll see. I guess Kakachi. Give it to Greenwood, who loses the ball, and I don't want to slide with him in case get red with him. You know, better safe than sorry.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break.
I feel like somehow I'll make an accidental tackle, and it'll just cost me Greenwood.
Still behind, but the pressure mounting.
Sterling coming across. Let's see a goal kick as well, I'm pretty sure.
Will be next.
Decent defensive display. Next game.
Game coming up for you from
Shocker.
the Championship live on EA TV. It's Bradford City facing Burnley.
Yeah, atmospheres make
AKA
games,
the
Derek,
same game
and
that we're
should
seeing
be
now.
An absolute belter.
And using his strength to shield
After
the
this
ball.
next game against Burnley, we can chill a little bit. Just
And that's
because,
showing Alan McInally because
well, we
I'm
can chill
hearing
for the
there's been
Leeds
a goal
game. We
in the
can,
Reading match.
like, Man City knock us out, then they knock us out.
30 minutes
Basically, what I'm trying to say is we'd have to face
Thanks to
Burnley
Samuel
again
for
after
the
this,
update, Alan.
so we can relax against them. We just need to rely on the other teams beating them, I guess. It's a bad header at the end of the day. Someone else scored. Reading scored, beating or winning 1-0 against West Brom now. I think it was Mendy, and it was nowhere near target. Todibo put him off enough. I'm assuming it was Todibo. It might not have been, but the likelihood of it being Todibo is very high. Rossi. Aiming straight for Greenwood with that, and the control by Greenwood. Off to Hlošek, who's going to get bullied off it. One thing about our players is not all got a lot of strength, and that's a bit of an issue. But it's not in the world, I guess, either. Kamano pushed down to the side, and Todibo gets across. And a goal kick again! Oh, we're getting so lucky here. Yeah, we've just seen it. We've just seen it.
Division, and this is a game for you to look forward to on EA TV. It's Burnley versus Bradford City.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there.
I mean, you're watching the same game right in front of you now, and the football hasn't been exactly fast-flowing, so I don't know what you're expecting. Been okay flowing, but I won't say it's exactly been fast-flowing. Okay, can it switch to Greenwood in time, please? I'll ask. Todibo. Van Dam. Oh, dude. Not well, it is what I wanted to do, but I don't think it'd be so bad, and it's almost led to a goal. But luckily, Kamano has been stopped by Rossi. My own mistake there, I can't blame anyone else for it, but it's just not what I wanted to do with the football. 1-0 up still as we head towards half-time. So much going on right now. We've got a lot of big games coming up, not to mention the transfer window.
And over
It's
comes
a
the corner.
fun time to watch career mode, I'll tell you that much. Loschek. The Carbonero.
It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Might be a chance here. Surely.
What a counter for Bradford City. Are you kidding me? Loschek receives it from the corner, lays it off to Carbonero, who just absolutely runs the whole way. And look at the celebrations by the home fans. What a counter attack.
Just look at this again. Just when you
Carbonero, with all the pace in the world, nobody's catching him, and that's a perfect finish. O'Leary was there as well, but Carbonero had it under control. I love this man. Like, he's not quite growing as much as the rest of the squad, and he is 23 now.
Well, his players have followed. He's every
But
command and some.
I can't
Coach
sell him.
must
I
be
can't. He's
delighted.
too good. He's too much of an important player in this team. If we can get someone similar to him, then that'd be great. But he is a vital part of this team. I was thinking of selling him at the end of the season along with Kakache, but I just can't. I will probably sell Kakache, however, because he doesn't grow further than 82, and I think he's a 79 now, so it's not much more growth that we're going to get out of him. And I could honestly get a better left back for cheaper with a higher rating, perhaps. I don't know. Hennessy. Kakache. Bring it away. Van Dam. Spots the pace master on the left. Back into Van Dam now. No movement from him. Usually you get the movement from Van Dam, but he was a bit slow at that one. Hennessy comes across. Carbonero picks up on the ball. Van Dam. O'Leary. Greenwood. I want to play for to Haaland there, but he's getting closed down.
Dangerous looking attack.
Fuck it, might as well not then, I guess, is the actual answer there. How is it 4 minutes? Where are these 4 minutes coming from? I want a detailed record of how you're making this 4 minutes. He's going to pass it straight back to the right winger. Oh no, he's not. He's good down the middle. Okay. Okay, pretty sure I tackled you there, lad, but that's fine. Oh, good defend. I'm not sure it was, but props to you, lad.
O'Neil. Oh, that's an interesting pass.
Oh, closed down by Hennessy. And that's why I prefer Hennessy at the moment over to Mori. Hennessy is closing down a lot more. And we're 2-0 up going into half time. We're lucky to even be in this replay, but we're making the most of it. Haaland, of course, getting the first goal. Carbonero making it 2.
The keeper must be absolutely sick and tired of him.
We're
Yet
2-0
another
up.
goal today, and I don't think he's finished there either.
And this will be a morale booster for us heading in to our next clash against this team, I should say, that we're always facing. The other game is Reading 1, West Brom 0. For anyone who's a West Brom or a Reading fan, a wedding fan, I might be a wedding fan. We've got any weddings to go to, then there you go. But anyway, 7 shots, 6 on target for us. 2 shots, 1 on target for them. 51% possession for us, 49% possession for them. We quite clearly deserve to be in the driving seat. And if it's sacrificing 2 points against Cardiff just to get through to the next round of the FA Cup, I think I might just accept it.
The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half.
Although if we lose the next game to Burnley, that would be a bit of an issue, because they'll only be 1 point behind us in the league. And as much as automatic promotion would be fine, and I would happily accept it, I would love to get a title on the way up, a league title. Loschek. Haaland. Loschek is getting too fast, which is good. He's doing good right here. Greenwood. Oh, that's a bad shot. Not exactly how I wanted to shoot that, obviously. And it hasn't worked out. Greenwood did control it very well, but just couldn't get the accuracy on it. So unfortunate. Maybe I should have just gone alone with Loschek and hoped. See what would have happened. Alright, goal kick for Pope here. Burnley are going to feel so aggrieved if they get knocked out the what's it called? FA Cup. They'll get so aggrieved to get knocked out of the FA Cup here because we only rescued it by the skin of our teeth. And if they just get beaten now, then they'll be very unhappy, obviously. Greenwood can't get round. Loschek keeps it in though. Oh, towards Haaland, but it's cleared away. Van Dam picks up on the loose ball. Carbonero. O'Leary, 3-0. I wasn't sure if they were going to call it offside, and they haven't done, so O'Leary must have been in line. I was looking at it there on the re-thingy on my stream, looking back at it on my stream, and half thought O'Leary might have left it a little late. No, perfect run, perfect.
Well, let's take another look at that
Just in line with the last defender. And Pope dove the wrong way, and now O'Leary has put it in bottom right. And if it wasn't confirmed that we are in the round of 32 beforehand, it's confirmed that we are in the round of 32 now. Should be interesting to see who we get matched up against.
They deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going.
I really wish this hadn't gone to a replay, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad it did, because if it hadn't gone to a replay, it would have been knocked out. So I don't know. Mixed emotions. Van Dam though, Greenwood.
Oh, he's through here.
This is like the Burnley I played earlier in the season.
Dealing with the threat that was
The Burnley who actually did struggle against us. And hopefully we get this Burnley again in 3 days' time. I'm going to be recording the next episode straight after this, so I'll be playing Burnley straight away again. But hopefully we get the same Burnley next episode. Loshik, Sterling, Greenwood, Van Dam, O'Leary. Couldn't keep possession. I wanted it one more onto Haaland just to turn and shoot with, but not to be.
O'Neill, Ben Mee.
Very attacking. Ben Mee's running forward despite being a centre back. Although I suppose they need to be attacking. They are 3 goals down. Holishik has been making runs like that all day.
Now can he deliver accurately? He might be onto something.
Sure, I'll take that if it goes in. That's the scrappiest goal possible. Scrappiest almost goal, I should say, in the world. We'll give Lundberg a bit of a run out. Might as well, considering we're 3-0 up now, only half an hour left. Chill a little bit now, relax. Kamano, I believe, coming off as well.
Now is the time to go to the bench.
But yeah, as you can see, Noah Van Dam coming off for Lundberg. I'm pretty sure Kamano was coming off as well, but I'm not sure. Not 100% on that one. Hlošek. Yeah, Francois Kamano coming off for Robbie Brady. Hlošek, aim towards the smallest kind of bloody box. Yeah, good idea. And we should have this under control. Kakache. No, I'm saying Cardiff. I'm say Cardiff aren't going to counter-attack like that. But it's Burnley we're playing against, so my brain's obviously still continuing from last episode. O'Leary, easy tackle. Hesitate, back to O'Leary. Carbonero is making a nice run, but I don't want to risk it. We'll take the free kick, though.
Illegal play, and hence a free kick.
And hell, I might as well shoot it. What have I got to lose, really?
Verbal warning rather than a caution here.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going in the book.
Bradford say this is a display we needed against Cardiff, but obviously we didn't get it because we're too busy focusing and thinking about this. But we have it under control now, so I might as well take a shot and see what happens. Probably won't score it. Probably won't even get close.
And the keeper takes charge.
Wasn't the worst. I made him dive, I guess. The free kick system, along with my bad handling of it, did not work together there, and I ended up just not doing anything with it.
A really sumptuous ball.
Oh dear. Oh, I thought it was going in for 4 then. Pope makes another save. We are destroying Burnley here. I want this Burnley in the league. Watch them next game be absolute kings. They just will be, won't they? They'll be absolutely unbeatable. Mendes coming up for Torres, and I hate seeing the number 33 because it reminds me of our injured Diogo Jota, who's not coming back for another 2.5 months. Hennessy, Lundberg, O'Leary, couldn't quite get through that.
Mendy. Durham now. So 20 minutes to go. And given away.
Caught by Lundberg, and that's a ball to Haaland, and it's 4. You do not leave Norwegian man like that, big Norwegian, into so much space.
Absolutely dominant.
The beam pull.
Let's have a look at that again. The keeper thinks
Look at that, all the room in the world. The centre back's left it wide open.
He does get a touch on it though.
Off the goalkeeper, I believe, as well. It's off the post.
That was scored.
talked about again. It's my water bottle.
Well, all the
Keeper
day's
got glove to it, but it
frustrations
wasn't
are there for all
enough.
to see.
And
The
we have
coach needs to try and
absolutely
turn this around and
destroyed
quickly.
Burnley here.
And we're underway again.
Hopefully,
Very much
we can
over
repeat this
as
in
a
the league,
contest.
but I wouldn't bet on it. We only seem to get 4-0 against Burnley at home. We got 4-0 against Burnley at the Vibe Parade earlier in the season. And we're doing it again. They might get one back, but I don't think it's going to affect the game, in all honesty, at this point. And we might not even be done, to be honest. Okay, we might be done. I thought I could get around that tackle, but I guess I was incorrect with that information.
Donis. Mendy. Brady.
Oh, Hennessy right there. Beautiful interception from him.
And the counter-attack is on.
Oh, I thought
Chance
Alan's going to make a
available.
run, dude.
Well, an
This'll
example of
work
a
now.
counter-attack that went nowhere.
Alan's going to make a run and he just suddenly stopped, and that's like a cardinal sin in my book.
O'Neal.
No, but no seriousness. It's all good.
In possession, Mendes here. Decent progress with the ball at his
Mendes is
feet.
going to beat
And the cross
Kakacha
goes
here,
in.
but it's not going to matter
Well,
because we're going to clear it,
very smart defending,
least
and now they have the ball
for the
again.
time being. Tadibo making a little bit of way out here. That's interesting.
Bryce Mendes.
How does he get around Kakacha so heckin' easily?
Intercepted.
Oh, bro.
Brady. A
Good
case
block
of foiling
from,
the
I believe it was
opposition,
Sterling.
whatever means. And news of a goal in the Reading
Greenwood.
game. Alan McInally can
O'Leary.
provide us with the details.
Carbonero might be offside actually, but we'll see. He's not. He is in a bit of a bit of a predicament there. Didn't know where to take that ball, and obviously it was the wrong choice of what I did do, so it's just how it goes, you know.
Oh, nice ball over the top.
Brady in a bit of space here.
Brady.
Can we catch up to him?
Delivery.
More or less. The answer would be yep.
Diverted.
Hennessy gets it away. O'Leary. Greenwood.
Greenwood.
It's offside, but it doesn't matter at this point, honestly. We've fucking won it. We're just trying to tick down the clock, I guess.
Oh, what a wasted opportunity that is.
Eric Durham coming off for Francesco Vicari. Again, I don't think it really matters.
Possession changes
Carbonero.
hands, the interception there.
Collecting the ball here once again.
This attack looks highly promising.
Oh, I didn't think he was actually going to come across so easily, man. I thought I could get around him.
Francesco Vicari.
Launched it towards Mendes, who might keep on the pitch. No. Burnley haven't been Burnley that we have been feuding with the majority of this championship season. This is a Burnley that should have been relegated from the Premier League and rightfully were last season.
Greenwood.
It's a different Burnley. And if Burnley do go up again, this might, if they play like this might be relegated again. Minutes of added time, which means probably a consolation knowing my defensive skill. But at the moment, we're holding them off. Carbonero.
Maybe from the wide position. He's in with a chance. And
If it wasn't over before,
Well, he's
it's still not over fully because he saved it. I thought I'd gone the whole way there. Defender backed off, and I thought I could curve it in time, but Pope gets a little lucky with it bouncing off his leg like that. Possibly the last chance. In fact, it will be the last chance of the game. 10 seconds to go. 3 minutes of added time was the specified amount. Let's just wait till it gets to 93, just to ensure that they can't counter. Let's go.
Corner kick played in.
And that's it.
Corner once more.
It's not it. It's a corner. I thought it was my guy headed it. Thought it was a header from Thomas Hennessy, but according to the game, we got another corner here. Burnley just know they're out. They might as well. You know what? Heck it. You know what? Don't try as often. But fuck it. Oh, I was trying to curl it in straight from the corner. I thought, hey, we'll give it a little attempt. Doesn't matter anyway because the game's over. 5 minutes into injury time. Holy shit, that's a loud cheer.
Well, Derek, it was almost a mismatch. We still have to get the job done now.
Sean Dyche incredibly upset.
Seeing that clean shot.
Just didn't perform today. We brought our A game, and it worked out.
His performance in this particular
What a
game,
loud
one of
crowd
the
here at the
most
Valley
unique
Parade.
in the league.
Erling Braut Haaland getting another brace for his club.
Today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last defender.
O'Leary and Carbonero with the other goals. Burnley couldn't put one past Rossi today. And quite honestly, I don't know if they really deserved to. Full-time score here at the Valley Parade. Bradford City 4, Burnley 0. And we go through to the next round of the FA Cup in rampant fashion. 17 shots for 12 on target. They had 3 shots to 2 on target. Possession split evenly at the end of the day. Man of the match goes to Haaland, but honestly, it could have been anyone, realistically. 9.4 for Haaland, 9.4 for Carbonero, 9.3 for Hlošek, 8.9 for O'Leary, 8.3 for Greenwood, 8.2 for Lundberg, Hennessy, and Sterling. Lowest was the goalkeeper, which means, I don't know what it means to be honest, because the goalkeeper didn't really have much to do. You have one save to make. But Burnley, their best player, if they had one, was O'Neill, I believe, in the midfield with a 7. Straight 7 rating. Nobody really performing from the Clarets. 3-0 to Reading. They will see the round of 32 as well. And we will see who we come up against. If not now, then very, very soon. Should be next, though, because that was a replay match. They should have already got the next rounds organised.
Just a few questions?
Yep. Ask away, Dad. I mean, Dad, what? Congratulations on your resounding victory today. Did you expect this win against Burnley? I meant to say dude. To be honest, Dad. This is a sample of what we should be playing every game. We need to keep cool. All credit to lads. All credit to the lads. Everything worked perfectly today. It shows the hard work we've been putting forward in training lately. All credit to the lads. The boys. The boys in Claret and Amber. With 2 goals to secure a win, Haaland was the hero today. Any thoughts? Yeah, he fucking another impressive performance from him. Very impressive the way Haaland played today. It was a world-class performance. If he keeps his morale high, will he keep playing better? Will his overall got quicker? I don't know. Quite a resounding victory with a 4-0 score. How pleased are you with your team's performance? Ecstatic. I've also got hiccups, so it doesn't help. We could have won by more. We could have won by more. But it's time to focus on our next match, which is them again. We have full value for the win today. I'm not really interested in dissecting today's performance. We already have our sights set on our next match, which, interestingly enough,
That'll be all. Thank you
is
so
against
much.
the same opponents. So beating Burnley once, we need to focus on beating them again in the league, where it kind of matters. Oh boy, he's a little bit mad because I didn't play him. Guess there's going to be a next time, boss. I wouldn't bet on it. Not a right opponent. I took a closer look at Burnley and decided what were the right matches for you to play in. I'll look at other opportunities for you to play. I mean, it wasn't the right match for him to play in, by his chalk of the imagination. Loan offer for Lundberg, FC from Millisau. They've already taken one guy out on loan, but now they're coming for William Lundberg. I'm low-key maybe thinking of keeping now. No, we'll send them out. We'll send them out. Get them a bit of experience. Rescheduling of a fixture. Reading, we were playing them on the 21st of January. We're now playing them on the 8th of February, which gives our January a bit more time to open up. But we have our next FA Cup, I'm assuming, FA Cup match. And we will be playing against Everton in just 10 days' time on the 21st of January. We get £156,660 from the FA Cup as well. Everton. Not the worst draw we could have got, but not the best either. We'll take a look at the full round of 32 in a second. Loan offer for Carl Fredriksson, another man I want to get some experience with. Yep. Also means I can promote some more youth guys in the academy up and maybe loan them out as well. Transfer offer for Kikache again. Dude, that's a really good offer as well. It's the same as what Southampton offered, and it's getting increasingly harder to turn his offers down. If someone comes in with an offer over 25 mil, I will probably accept it, but I'm not going to ask for it. They're going to have to know to offer that much. They're going to have to be like, well, might need a bit more from them. Because this is my club captain. And I'm probably thinking of selling him in the summer, but I don't know if you know the month, but it's January. So instead of having Reading now, we have Everton in the FA Cup round of 32, followed by Man City, the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. We've also got Leeds, Burnley and Huddersfield this month. It's packed to the brim, full of games. February is a little bit clearer, but if we get through to the final somehow, I think we'll play the final in February, don't we? I don't know, but before we do leave off this episode, look at that from Haaland. Mendy's catching up. How's Mendy catching up? He's a legend. I suppose he's been playing more matches, hasn't he? I guess that makes sense. Is there anyone else in there besides Haaland and Greenwood for us? Doesn't look like it. Assists, Greenwood, Carbonero, Haaland, Banks, Hlošek, O'Leary, Van Dam. And we're third in the clean sheet list with Rossi. Not the greatest of records, but doesn't matter as long as we're winning games, I guess. But before we do leave, I wanted to check the round of 32 in full for the FA Cup. So can the game load, please? Thank you. Emirates FA Cup here. Okay, so round of 32, whatever you want to call it. These are the games. We've got Everton taking on Bradford at Goodison Park, interestingly enough. That could be a fun one. Barnsley versus Watford. Derby versus Peterborough. Fulham versus Manchester United. Liverpool versus Cardiff. Newcastle versus Leeds. West Ham versus Rotherham. Middlesbrough versus Crystal Palace. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Nottingham Forest versus Fleetwood. Oxford United versus Reading. Aston Villa versus Swansea. Walsall versus Southampton. Spurs versus Stoke City. Lincoln versus Leicester. And Chelsea versus Brentford. So we could have got an easier team there, like maybe Lincoln perhaps, or possibly Walsall or Fleetwood, maybe. But we've ended up drawing a Premier League man, or a Premier League team, not Premier League man. That doesn't make any sense, does it? A Premier League team playing against the Toffees at Goodison. Should be interesting. That's going to be coming up pretty soon, as you can see by the schedule here. We've got Burnley for the second upload of Sunday. Monday's game will be Leeds. I think I said at one point it was Man City. That's not the case. Monday's game will be Leeds. Tuesday's game will be Everton. Wednesday's game will be Man City. Thursday's game, I believe this is the episode 200 point, starting here, will be Huddersfield, and it will end all the way at West Brom. But obviously, subject to change. We could be facing someone in the Carabao Cup final in February. I don't know when that takes place. I think it was like February 6th or something. I don't exactly remember. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on and let you guys get on with your day. We get another win over Burnley, but we're going up against them once again next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, though. And we go into the round of 32 against Everton next time in the FA Cup. But that's not our primary goal right now. I'll see you guys soon for our away trip once again to Turf Moor.